The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 87. Thank you so much for joining us today, or this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, whenever you are listening to us. Hello, my name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting to the left of me is former cast member and game changer herself, Jazz.
Hello.
And then
She's here.
She's here, yes. And sitting to the right of me is the trail master of puppets himself, Udi.
Hello there.
A dramatic pause, yes, with the build up, the anticipation. Who was it going to be? It was Udi.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time, welcome. The water is fine and warm here. If you are a returning member, listener, whatever, welcome home. Yes, this is episode 87. Today we are going to tackle theming versus story in attractions and how the balance works or doesn't work, and talk about what's important to you and what's not important to you for both of those things. Before that, we are going to have the news, and of course, 101 is making a triumphant return tonight. Yeah.
I'm going to say this real quick. I'm afraid because Jess did her no one look at Instagram.
Oh, right. So
it can't be that bad.
we don't know what it is.
Well, we just don't know.
But
when it comes to you, we can't tell.
I don't see any of those Jelly Belly things here, so we're safe.
For now.
For now.
Watch her get up like, oh, yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
It's time.
Yeah. All right. So listen, if you would like to support us through Patreon, go to our page at leavingtodaypodcast.com. We will never really ask you to do it, but if you feel inclined to do it, we have 3 different tiers, a $1, a $3, and a $5 tier. You can pay it one time or just pay once a month, whatever, automatic payments. And we are just talking about getting those things out to you guys today. And as a perk, from any level, you get to come on the show and come up with a topic. And we've had that twice so far, and it's come out to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Or 3 times.
3. Yeah.
Yes, right. Okay, 3 times.
Yep.
Okay, so there's at least 3 more that need to come and do this. And we'd always do that more. So that's Patreon.
We're waiting.
Yeah, and it just,
waiting.
it helps offset our costs, whatever, but we'll never do that, ask you for that. We also have T-shirts. You can go to tpublic.com and enter Leaving Today Podcast and find a selection of shirts. We also have some on our page you can link to and get to. Also, all of the authors we have books. So there's a new books tab on there, and you can go, once you click on that, it'll go through our Amazon store. And you can order a book and support the authors and support us as well. And if you're just doing general shopping on Amazon, go to our page and click on the Amazon logo and then shop away. All right. All of that crazy business stuff beforehand.
Done.
All right. Let's see. Before we get to the news, Jess, a quick question for you.
Quick answer.
Okay. So we are just at the end of June, and we talked about this the other day. We talked about grad night at the parks, and I think it's come and gone now for this year. But you are the only one in this room who has actually worked a grad night. Can you give the listeners just a taste of what it's like to work on a grad night and what that entails, and and all that kind of stuff? Because I think people might want to know from your perspective as a cast member.
I covered this.
I know, but we need to revisit some things.
I don't really remember anymore.
What do you... No?
No, because... No. I didn't work any attractions that night. So I wasn't a ride operator. I just stood at one of the dance clubs and monitored the children dancing.
Okay, but you were normally in attractions
Correct.
as a cast member, and did they have you come in special for the shift?
Yeah.
Or did you?
It was a crowd control. Like it was a guest services shift.
Okay.
I can't think of the exact word.
But did you have to work the whole evening?
Yeah, I worked from like I don't know, like 11 to 7 or something like that.
11 at night to 7 in the morning? Jeez.
Holy crap.
I think.
Is
It might have been midnight to 7. It might have been 11 to 6.
But what-
Something like that.
Do the grad nights go all night, or they stop at like midnight or something?
No, these kids came in late and they were there all night.
What time do they leave? What time are they
Like 4.
in the morning? Wow. And then you have to get the park ready for the next day anyway. Okay.
4 or 5.
Wow.
I mean, they
didn't know
have
that.
other types of grad nights where they
Oh, yeah.
meet, but that was just the one that I had done.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was different. I mean, I didn't enjoy my position just because I was stuck next to a speaker most of the night.
Oh,
But I mean, it was okay. It wasn't. I would have liked operating rides more. Actually, probably not because all the kids are dumb.
oh they're dumb.
Well, they just don't listen, and it's like their first night of like freedom, and they just are
Yeah.
out of control. So
You remember when it was like,
Yes, I do.
for
Yeah, I don't
me,
know if I would've
for me
liked
that was yesterday. Well, that's fine.
That's right.
But yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
So if you were to return to the park again to work at Fantasyland, would you want to work another grad night?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Just because I mean, it was cool to be in the park at a different time of night, or a different time.
Yeah.
Do they pay you a different rate for working?
No.
Okay.
We used to get the minimum wage.
Oh,
Good times. Good times.
but it's full of magic.
No, during grad night.
No.
Not
Not on
during
grad night.
Okay.
I think there becomes a thing where reality becomes all consuming no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Was yours at DCA or was yours at Disneyland?
Disneyland.
Okay.
Yeah.
She never crossed. You never crossed the Esplanade to work, did you?
No,
You can't.
You can't.
You're landlocked.
You're-
Oh, you're landlocked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Locked, so.
Okay. Well, very well.
Sorry, I wish I had a better answer for you.
Oh no, it's.
or I was prepared for it.
Well, this is why I'm trying to throw you off guard. But next time I'll
Yeah,
say.
it was okay.
Okay.
It was.
All right. Well then, let's go to our news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Expedition Roasters Coffee, where they encourage you to brew your happy place.
If you're looking for a themed coffee, which is both creative and delicious, you know where to go.
And make sure when you're at checkout to enter LTP's code LTP20 for 20% off your very first purchase.
That's Expedition Roasters, where they encourage you to brew your happy place. All right. So we have some news items that either Udi or Jess are going to read. But actually, before I get to the news, I did want to ask you a quick question about Galaxy's Edge. And even though we haven't been, both of you guys,
Okay.
just in theory. So I'd like maybe we can talk real quick about the advantages and or disadvantages of opening a land that's not entirely done yet, because of course we haven't been there, and I won't have an opinion until we go and experience that. But some reports are saying, hey, why is this land even open yet? I mean, it's not. Or people are saying this land is like not for kids. There's nothing for kids to be doing. So once you guys think about that, and then it's way too hot here. There's not enough shade. There's not enough benches.
Okay.
And everything that is of interest costs $100 or $200, or you have to wait in line at Olga's Cantina, which is really small, and you got to pay a lot of money. Why is this land even open? And I just want to hear your thoughts about what is the advantage or disadvantage of doing what they've done when they've kind of know that it's not entirely ready to go yet.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rudy.
Okay. Well, I've done a lot of thinking with everything now, and I think I mentioned in the last show. All it does is it firmly entrenches my belief that the park here Disneyland is used as the test ground for Florida. What I mean by that is that they are now opening everything and then kind of working out the kinks here. Smaller format, smaller amount of people. Not you can't. I mean, you can't jam as many people in there. And I really, really, really think they're doing that along with doing a test run on crowd control. So the advantage would be that for them, so they can figure out how to maximize the experience for everybody and work out all the kinks while making money. So, give and take. Is the show bad? No. From everything I heard, the show isn't bad. Now, those can be valid critiques of just the environment. Okay?
Yeah.
And those are, in my opinion, I mean, I may not find that annoying, but I can see how people would. So, really, the advantage is that they're going to be able to work through, because I mean everything you're hearing and everything I've read is basically that, you know, they're trying to make it different.
Yeah.
And when you change the game, you got to figure you're gonna mess up things up. That not everything's going to be perfect. So really, those are valid arguments, I think. And true, we don't know because we haven't been there. So we can't walk and go, is it really that big of a deal? Now, the biggest critique I do have so far has been the cantina. And that there is no sit-down restaurant. I think that was a bad call.
Anyway,
you cut it.
Remove it?
To not put it in.
Yeah.
As of yet. That I think was dumb. And so I don't see the argument being why isn't it open, or why is it open like it's not complete. It's not complete, but I think as long as the overall experience is okay, then okay. And then you got to keep on as everything comes in and improves. I hope those kind of things they learn, like, okay, that bench over there, we thought, okay, why are we going to put in? Oh, maybe we do. Maybe we really do. Oh, the full restaurant. Too expensive. People won't be interested. Maybe they won't want to come in here, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, wait. There is a huge call for it. Maybe we should do it now.
Yeah.
My opinion. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I see it.
Well, I don't disagree. What about you, Jess?
Because they haven't realized how to do that in the past 64 years.
Well, no. That's why I said it's different.
It's not different.
It is.
No.
It's not? Okay.
They've royally screwed themselves with this.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a waste of time and a waste of money, and it's a waste of 14 acres.
Why?
Because there's nothing there.
Well, okay, so...
All the majority of what is there is for this. It's merch. And that's what it is. That's what it is. You're going in there to look around, to take pictures, to, like, see characters, and buy things.
Okay.
You have one attraction that's open.
Right.
That's not even great.
That is what I'm hearing as a general consensus.
It's not.
Yeah.
I watched the video because I could give two flying what's about it. So I watched the video. The queue is the best part about that attraction. It's horrible. It looks so boring for everybody that is not the pilot.
Right.
Have you watched it, Mark?
I've not seen it because I don't want to spoil it. I have seen the queue.
The queue is great.
And that's great. And from what
You won't spoil it. Trust me. There's nothing to spoil.
But from what I'm hearing, if I go and if I get the pilot card, I'll probably just give it to Udi or Annika or something. I don't want to pilot it. Because I'll get sick. That's what I've heard from people. There's the motion sickness. I don't mind. I would rather fire the cannons or something like that.
See, I feel like the pilot would be less sick because you're doing more.
But
you're focusing more on stuff. The other people they're sitting there.
But they're not facing the front.
No, they're not facing the front.
Yeah,
so you don't get to even see what's going on.
Right.
I don't know. I just think it's a joke.
Right now. Yeah, right now.
And and it's the evil person in me that
you want it to fail.
I want it to fail so bad.
And see, we don't have room for that conversation because I want to have that conversation with you.
I know.
Why you want it to fail. And I don't think it's a good attitude to have toward it, but I'm not going to...
They could have done it better.
But
I think that their choices and actions were poor.
But I think the best is yet to come with this.
Where, though?
The other half of the 14 acres might be so. I mentioned that this first half that's open it's kind of vast. There's not a lot of shade.
Right.
The second half that's going to be open is a forest area.
So when is that open?
That is a question.
I heard today.
Oh, really?
That there might be some soft openings in August. And I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to get anyone excited about that. But
no, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
You wouldn't be?
No, I wouldn't be because I wouldn't be like, oh, I hope they do it because I would work myself
Why
into
open half of this?
Well, okay,
that is the question.
That is where we're at.
That is the question.
Yeah.
And is this land? Do parents, or I guess parents who have kids, do they have a valid complaint that this is not for kids?
It's not. I feel like it's not. The only thing that you're going to take little Tommy to do is to either hope that you can get him to pilot the Millennium Falcon or to take him to buy $200 build his own lightsaber or his droid because that's what he's going to want because that's what they see throughout the park.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. I think that is dumb that they.
Well, I can see that.
I didn't know that it was only half done.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the Rise of the Resistance
Well, I
wasn't
knew
open?
that's not open,
Yeah.
but I mean, I just thought that's all that wasn't open.
But that is clearly the big thing.
Yeah, and who knows when that's going to be open?
Well,
maybe, hopefully this year.
well, what we talked about on Disney Universe, we talked about with D23 hoping to hear an idea of when they were actually going to open it, like when it was going to be fully open. And so I see the point. I mean, I can't argue the point about is it worth it being open. Again, I think for Disney it is because they're going to make money.
For them it is.
Yeah. For the
But
park
I feel
goer,
like
I don't
it's
know.
a lack. Yeah, I think it was a bad call in there.
Well, it could be.
I think both you guys have really good points. I mean, I'm kind of on the camp with Jess and the fact that why do you open this thing when it's not fully done? But then, and that kind of angers me that they're still charging this stuff. But you do have a point, Edie, where like, yeah, maybe we are just. I mean, and to me, they're still very much in the infancy testing. Like this doesn't work, this works, and maybe we can add a bench here. Maybe we can start planting trees that are more mature to cover this stuff up, and maybe we can, speed the development of a bigger restaurant somewhere because that is. And
that'll probably come in the second half.
We hope,
and that is what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will. At that point, but they're going to open the one that's selling the liquor first, so that they can get people in there to drink.
Well, that is open.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
They'd open that before a sit-down restaurant because people are going to go in there and drink and buy overpriced booze.
Yes.
Well, that and apparently, I mean, from everything we've read, it's small.
It is. You only get 45 minutes in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And about all the merchandise, there was an article that I read where people were, taking as many of these kyber crystals as they possibly could and hoarding them and buying them, and now they're on eBay. All the yellow ones and the white ones, and those
How big are they?
They look like a
What's the point in these?
You ever loaded like a camera with 35 millimeter film? It looks like a film canister.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's like it's round and about this long.
Right. So the point of the kyber crystal, I know you don't know Star Wars, so let me explain it to you real quick.
Does it do anything?
Yes.
It does a couple things.
Literally.
Well, you have to put it into something and then it works. Okay.
Okay.
So the kyber crystal, when a Jedi builds or a Sith makes his lightsaber
Or her.
Thank you.
Or them.
Or Z. Or they.
they.
Okay. Then they'll put it in. That is powers the lightsaber.
Okay.
And then it also gives it the blade its color.
Okay.
So what it does in this capacity is that it does that. So if you get a red one, you get a green one, you get a blue one, or whatever. You can change it out.
Of
so if
your
you get,
lightsaber?
Yeah. So you get your custom one.
The $200 ones.
Yeah. You can pop it back open.
Okay.
Take it out. It actually makes a sound when you take it out. It makes like a discharging sound. And then when you put it back in, it charges it back up. And then it literally changes the color of the blade. So you can literally go green, blue, red, whatever.
Okay.
And then by changing out the kyber crystal. Now, that is one aspect of it. The second aspect of the kyber crystal is that when you put it into a holocron. Now, holocron, that is my biggest complaint because everything I've seen about a holocron, they look cheesy and cheap. And they charge $50 for it. I'm like, no.
I've heard they're really, really cool.
Yeah, but
I don't want one. But...
No, cool because of what they do. Now, the kyber crystal you can put into the holocron, and you have a Jedi holocron and you have a Sith holocron.
Okay.
Good guy, bad guy.
Right.
When you put them in, you can turn them on. It will activate different voices of different Jedi. And then you can actually put them together and try to put them together, and then they will not interact. So you cannot put a good crystal, kyber crystal, into a Sith holocron. It literally fizzes out. And then they actually can communicate with each other. I actually seen videos of getting I think it was a green kyber crystal with a red one, the holocron, put them together. And if you don't know what a bindu is, which I know you don't, and I don't even think you know what a bindu is.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
A bindu is a force-sensitive creature that kind of floats in between both. And then he pops up and starts talking. It's from Rebels. So if you didn't get that far with Rebels. But anyway, so that is cool because those are all in the kyber crystals. You can literally swap them around, and then you will get different things. So it's super interactive that way.
And what are they selling them for?
$20?
Yeah, I was going to say 25 or 20.
No.
For the crystal.
For the crystal.
Right.
But then people are doing that because there is a super rare black crystal. But I was kind of disappointed with that because it doesn't really do anything.
But what are your thoughts about people lining up to, like...
No, I hate anybody who does that.
Okay.
I think it's not fair. I think it's unfair, and I think it's not cool for them to do that to people because then they're
Are they selling out of them?
Yeah.
because of that. Yeah.
Well, then why don't they put a cap on them?
That is
Like they
again
put a cap on popcorn buckets and stuff.
They probably will. Again, we're totally fully, I think, again, everything that we're going through, all these things we're discussing, reiterating and rebuilding that and just reinforcing my thought process, we're the guinea pig. Crowd control, product control, food, everything. How are we going to do it? What is going to work? What is not going to work?
And my guess, though, that... Are you planning to visit the park in the next 12 months?
Probably not.
No?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, just my guess would be if you were to, and you go to experience Galaxy's Edge in the next 12 months from now, like a year from now, it might be an entirely different experience for you. Because some of the kinks will have worked out. They will have managed the traffic flow, which so far it sounds like they're doing a really good job of.
From everything I've seen, it looks like that is the one thing they're doing absolutely correct, which is the one thing I thought they were going to screw up. Oh my gosh, I love your case. I just saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Oh, awesome.
That's the one I ordered off eBay.
I remember you talking about it now. I just looked at it.
For those of you that are listening, which is pretty much everyone except for the three of us, the back of her case is from the Haunted Mansion. It is the woman on the tightrope.
Tightrope.
Is there an actual name for that piece of work? Or
Tightrope girl.
tightrope?
I think she's like, yeah, I'm sure she has a name,
Okay.
but I do not know it. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I don't know
But
it.
I like it.
I do too.
Anyway.
Right, it's cool.
So some mixed feelings about Galaxy's Edge so far.
yeah.
We haven't experienced. We will though, and I'm actually 100% looking forward to it. Another theory was that because today, as of recording at 4:00, I took a screenshot on the Disney app, and they were not doing any boarding passes. You could walk right in, which I found interesting.
Did you see if people were blocked out?
There are some APs that are, I think, the SoCal
one's blacked
and the
out.
lower rung.
Lower tier are all blacked out.
But people were saying that maybe because, as Jess actually, to support Jess's thought, there's not a whole lot to do there yet. So right now, I'm telling you, like, for instance, if we got in there at like 11 o'clock, we're not going to be there till 8 at night.
No, you're not.
No, we're not.
No.
As much as you'd like to be, it's not going to
Well,
happen.
no, and that's that. Okay, so as we converse, and this is yet another reason why I don't want to know as much as I do, anymore from the land, is because I want to be able to let it happen organically.
Yes.
You know? I want to be able to walk through and then have that feeling like, okay, there's a falcon. I'm already know I'm going to get emotional for that just because it has such a deep rooted tie into my childhood. But beyond that, outside of that, the merch, the actual attraction itself, how it's going to go, because I've heard of quite a few people bring up the, it's okay. And I'm like, oh. So, but then outside of that, the cantina, the lightsaber experience.
Savvy's workshop, yeah.
Savvy's workshop.
Yeah.
I want to take all those things in and then have an opinion of it.
Sure.
Not based on a preconceived notion of what I'm thinking it should be or it is or whatever.
Right.
That way I can walk out and try to give it as an honest assessment of the land as it currently is when I walk in.
Yeah.
And because, I mean, really what I want to do, and I'm telling everybody right now, Mark and I, when we go in August, when we're done and we come out, we're going to Hungry Bear and we're recording like right away.
Okay.
We're not even going to like, oh, we're going to go to, no, we're not going to the bathroom. We're not going to go to soda. We're going to go straight out. We're going to walk. We're going to sit down. We're going to record.
Okay. And we will walk out that direction too. Because what I'm hearing on the positive side is that when you leave, the background music is so, it blends in perfectly. Like it goes from this otherworldly thing to back to, in this case, crickets and then banjos and all that kind of stuff, which is I think is going to be incredible. And
well, that is what the other thing I was going to say. Everything I'm hearing is a very high positive on how they have separated it from the park.
Right.
Which is good, and which I commented when it first came out. Like that was one of the high important issues in my mind was it needs to be clear and distinct delineation between Galaxy's Edge and the rest of the park.
Yeah.
And if they've accomplished that, it's going to be a tip of the hat. And from what I'm hearing, they have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was a quick talk about that. And I'm glad.
Always a quick talk.
Well, it's just something that came up today that we could talk about. Okay. So now let's go to the real news stories. And we have guest speakers, Udi and Jess. Mainly because I forgot my notes.
Right, do you want to do the first one or the second one?
No, it's all you. Go.
Oh,
No.
Jess.
Oh, me, come on, do one. You have like, can you
One
do
from
it?
the back.
Wait.
Back.
Can you do it? Can you do it as a newscaster though, as a news broadcaster?
Coming to you live from tropical from the LTP Hideway.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna start. Okay, there is 1, 2,
There's a lot.
No, there's
Three.
like 3.
It's like 12 million.
3. Okay, I will do the first one. You can do the second one. You can do the middle. And then I'll
Okay.
do the last one.
All right.
Okay.
So, all right.
Fair.
No, but just go.
And you don't have to read it verbatim.
No, I
just-
know, but okay. So Matterhorn, Bobsleds, Submarine, Voyage, and Disneyland. What? Alweg. Oh, the Monorail. Duh. All turn 60. Yay! Happy
It turns,
birthday.
June 14th.
Okay, it was 60 years ago this week, as of recording, that the first wave of e-ticket attractions swept into Disneyland with the debut of Matterhorn Bobsled, Submarine Voyage, and the Monorail as the Anaheim theme park underwent its first major expansion in June of 1959. With the help of the U.S. Vice President Richard Nixon, I'm not a crook, Disneyland introduced 3 new attractions on June 14th in 1959 that helped usher in the e-ticket era of the 4-year-old theme park. The day-long celebration was nationally televised during an ABC specially hosted by none other than Art Linkletter.
Art Linkletter, yes.
Disneyland commemorated the diamond anniversaries with custom photo backdrops and props at each of the 3 locations, as well as backstage photo location for Disney cast members.
Yeah, so 60 years.
Yeah.
And 2 of the 3 are still in almost original format. I mean, the Monorail has been extended. And Matterhorn has had bobsleds like renovated, and the change for the Skyway going through it's gone. But
Yeah.
still, I mean, those are some pretty impressive attractions.
Well, yeah, and when you really think about it, I mean, again, standing the test of time is super important. For a 60-year-old attraction still to be just as fun, I think.
Yes.
You know, that is
And iconic and relevant.
all relevant. All those words you just used are true. Accurate.
Next news item is read by Jess.
So, Pixar Pals Pedestrian Bridge. Disney installed a pedestrian bridge to a new parking garage that will make it easier for visitors traveling by foot to reach the main entrance of Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure. The new pedestrian bridge passes over Magic Way, which was installed early Friday morning, June 14th, connects to a 6,500 space Pixar Pal garage under construction next to Mickey and Friends parking structure. The bridge will give visitors the option to skip the parking tram shuttle and walk through downtown Disney so they can spend more money to Disney to and from the main gate Esplanade. What, Udi?
No, go ahead.
Okay, we can break for comment.
Okay, the comment is I think it's a good idea. I see your point, and yeah, there's definitely that, but that shortcut, I'm all about it.
What is your point? About spending money?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of course, they're going to funnel people through more profit centers. Duh.
Yeah.
They're there to make money.
The project makes financial sense for Disney because the pedestrian bridge will reduce the number of passengers using the parking trams and increase the potential number of shoppers passing through downtown Disney shopping district. Disney expects the bridge to improve pedestrian safety and traffic circulation at Disneyland Drive and Magic Way. The tram boarding area next to Mickey and Friends Garage will be configured as part of the construction project.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good.
Yeah, no, I when we talked about it, when it came up, I'm like, good. I'm glad.
Yep.
I use that bad boy all the time.
That would help. That would help that last time we were there.
Heck yeah, when we were there, we could have been hopping. We could have gotten over there so much quicker.
Yep. We had to wait, cross streets, wait for traffic.
Then you know when you had to walk back in soaking wet clothes, it would have been a shorter walk for you.
I do. Yes, my legs. I do recall that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, great idea.
Yep.
I'm glad.
I don't plan on ever using that parking garage though.
No.
But if I did,
it happens if we're caught on that side where we're staying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So permits filed for moving on.
Yes.
Okay. Permits filed for Marvel expansion at DCA. Earlier this month, the city of Anaheim issued a permit for Disney to construct a new 2,000 square foot retail store inside the Golden State expansion. And I quote that.
How many square feet?
2,000 square foot.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. The name Disney uses for permits related to the superhero-themed land under construction at Disney California Adventure. The as-yet unnamed land replaces a Bugs Land in DCA and will be anchored by the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout attraction, which opened in 2017. The Los Angeles Times reports that Disney has also filed permits for a microbrewery in the new land, which is going to called...
It's probably Ant-Man's microbrewery.
Ant-Man's microbrew, probably.
Yes.
Which is kind of a catch-all.
What?
Is that for 101 or is that just for fun?
That was just for fun.
Okay. We've got some jelly bellies have just materialized.
They just did. But they're all like good flavors, so I think you'll be.
Yeah, she brought jelly bells before 101. Now I got a little
I think
apprehensive.
you'll survive. I think.
Okay. I think we're going to learn more about this at D23.
I think D23. I think we're going to get a big, because the last D23 we was very other park centric.
Yes.
East Coast and overseas centric. I think this year is going to be the year we get. I hope the unveiling of Phase 2 and Galaxy's Edge, more info on the Avengers Land or Marvel Land, whatever it's going to be. Mark has a theory it's not going to be called Marvel Land.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think we get a much better idea. And then the big one that I'm waiting for and hoping for is Tomorrowland.
Right.
We get a concrete plan.
It'll happen.
Ooh. I forgot to mention this on the Disney Universe podcast. I think they're going to talk more about Mickey's Runaway Railway.
They probably will.
I had to say that slow because if I say it fast, it's like one wing.
Anyway, so there you go.
Okay.
Now here's a good story.
Yeah. This is the feel-good story of the LTP.
Yeah. Main Street Madness. Now, you know what this is about, Mark. I don't know if you know about this, Jess. You probably saw it and probably got mad and threw your phone down and walked away from it because it upset you.
Did this upset you?
Oh, this pissed me off.
Yeah, I know.
This is so stupid.
I know, I agree.
So stupid.
I agree. Okay, so even as fans celebrated 60 years of classic attractions in Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, last Friday, a classic Main Street attraction quietly debuted at Disneyland's latest merchandise location, the Main Street Cinema. Now, I don't want to read the rest of the story. I really don't.
Okay, don't.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because they took it out.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Disney went, okay, we're just testing it. Sorry. And they pulled it out.
Because it pissed everybody off.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
I think there was enough people. I mean, because I don't think there was a soul that as a Disney fan went, this is a good idea.
But why do you think they did it?
Money.
They can't have generated that much money from that.
No.
It's all American, though. It was all like 4th of July.
Yeah, but
America.
Yeah, and there is a place for that, but not there. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think and this may be a small thing, and maybe being optimistic, but something that we see as ridiculous as a park goer, they actually went, okay, we see that now. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Because one day I do want to have a full-on throwdown brawl out of a lot of people, and I want to get more than the three of us for this conversation. And I brought it up on DU. And Jess, let me see if she's down for this and see if she would have fun with this, because it may get heated.
Oh,
in the
then
room.
She might be into that. Then.
Yeah. I want to have a full-on discussion with the three of us, like Joey, and then maybe another one of the maybe a couple more, maybe
13.
13, definitely with 13. Aaron, Karina, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. About what?
About how we feel if Disney as a park and entity is listening to the fans or not.
Oh.
And everyone has their theory and thought in it, because some people will say absolutely, and some people are going to say, there you go.
But I don't know if that's enough to talk about.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Well, she just ended
I feel like I just ended it.
You ended the conversation.
No, because that is the thing, though. You say no, and then you want to walk away. Go, open them up.
Need to eat.
Open them up.
Stressing me out.
No, because I disagree with you. That's the point.
We'll talk about it later.
There you go.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll set that up then.
I think it'd be fun, and I think part of it too would be fun just to get everybody together.
Yes.
And get a big old recording session going and give a big group hug.
Kitty.
Yeah. Maybe we could have Jennifer on for that show, since she has come up with a topic.
Nope, I got her on for something else.
Oh, you do?
I do.
She's gonna come on? Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Oh.
This is news to us.
We're going to have her on after she goes to D23 to give us a report.
Oh, perfect.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Jess, I like the way you think.
Yeah, thinking ahead right there.
That's right.
Okay.
Good. Jen, I'm glad to hear it, because I know you're going to hear it. I know you're going to hear me say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That may have been all the news.
It is all news.
No, it's not.
What?
Oh.
You got more? You got more?
Soaring Over California is
No.
extended to August 31st.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Wait, it is?
It is.
Yes. All right, I'm going to go see a classic. I'm happy. That makes me happy. Mark, do you want to make the announcement, Mark? We're
No,
going?
no, yeah.
No, we don't need to read this. It's just about Lyft and Star Wars.
Oh, I forgot
That's
about
already
that.
done.
Okay, now let's go to our favorite part of the show. It's a one-on-one with Jess.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to 101 with Jess, where we see the magic of Disney through the eyes of a passionate guardian of Walt's legacy.
All right, everyone. Well, welcome back to 101 with Jess.
Hey, thanks for inviting us.
So happy
Wait.
that you're here.
I know. I need to get more alcohol in me before we go. No, I'm kidding. Go.
I gave you a bottle of Jameson.
And that alcohol is way too strong.
That stuff's nasty. Okay, well, we're going to start off with this day in Disney history, which is brought to you by our one and only Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
So we're going to go June 25th. We're going to go back to 1928. Just because. You okay?
That is the stuff. I need more. Okay, go ahead.
1928. Disney's Oswald the Lucky Rabbit short, The Fox Chase, is released. I never talk about Oswald, so I figured I would talk about Oswald.
No, good.
One
Yeah,
of his
we never
shorts
do.
was recently. So yeah, that's all it was.
Okay.
Yay. Okay. So it's nothing crazy great, but let me see if I can get to it. But I just wanted to have a little fun with some friends, but we'll see.
Yeah, we got locked out of Instagram again.
I posted, I want to hear some of your best Disney jokes.
Oh.
And whichever one we pick, they're going to be the winner, and then they can get a bag of coffee from Expedition Roasters.
Oh, good.
Everybody okay with that?
I'm
Yes.
good.
Okay. So I didn't have many responses, but a couple people gave me more than one, so they're pretty good. So Karina said, because you know we need a Frozen joke. What happens when Olaf has a temper tantrum?
No idea.
He has a meltdown.
Yeah.
Then she says, just one more,
That's a cute joke.
since it's a Disneyland and Frozen combo. Why didn't Elsa's parents ever get her a Mickey balloon when they went to Disneyland?
I don't know.
Because she would let it go. Then said, "Okay, I'll stop now."
That's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. I do like that one.
Marcus
Yeah.
said, "What did Snow White say when her wedding pictures weren't ready?"
I don't know.
"Someday my prince will come."
Jeez. Oh, Marcus.
Oh my God, those are freaking so cheesy. I love it.
He gave
Okay.
us another one.
Okay. Okay.
He says, "Here's a good Disney joke. We're going to remodel Tomorrowland. Honest."
A winner. Okay, no more. That's it. He won.
I thought that was pretty good.
That is pretty funny.
It's like, yeah, that's it.
Winner.
Jose says,
Okay.
"Who's the funniest Disney princess?"
The funniest.
The funniest.
The funniest. I don't even know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Rapunzel.
You know, I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it. I'm like, no.
He sent us one more. Who's the smartest Disney character?
The
The
smartest.
smartest.
Oh, the owl from Winnie the Pooh. Owl. Mm-hmm. But that's not funny. See what Jess was laughing. I don't know.
Gaston. He won the Nobel Prize. Did it.
Wow, that one is so bad.
Oh, I got it now.
No
Nobel.
Yeah.
Well, what?
And then
That's hilarious. That one's pretty funny too.
Dean, I believe.
Yeah.
Does anybody know why Minnie got kicked out of Disneyland?
Oh boy.
I'm terrible. I'll see myself out.
Oh man.
Like, all right. So that's all. Those are the only ones that I got. But I was like, those are pretty good.
That is pretty good.
So. I know, right? I know. I'm sure I'll get more and I'll have to read them later because people will probably post more.
I liked the Prince one, and I liked the second Frozen one. Let It Go. That was pretty funny. But they can only be one.
Oh, I guess I should keep it up so that I can remember who.
But Nobel was pretty funny. They were
I'm gonna like the Nobel, and I'm gonna go with the Let It Go.
Yes.
So your like runner up is Nobel.
No. My runner up is Let It Go. My number one is Nobel.
Your number one is Nobel.
Right.
Your runner up is Let It Go.
Yeah. For me, my number one would have been My Prince Will Come.
Okay.
And my runner up would have been Let It Go.
We're gonna be in trouble because I have different thoughts on mine too.
Okay.
Oh, I liked. Oops, no. My favorite was Here's a Good Disney Joke. We're gonna remodel Tomorrowland.
Dude,
honest.
that was a good one too. Oh man.
It's not a joke, but it is a joke.
You laugh
So,
because it's true.
I laugh because it's true.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go. Oh gosh, they're all so good. I'm gonna go with who's the smartest Disney character? Gaston. He won the Nobel Prize.
Okay.
So that is the winner then.
It's Jose.
Okay.
Jose!
Yay!
Yay!
So,
Congratulations,
congratulations.
Jose!
Congratulations, Jose.
They didn't even know that they were going to win something. It was
Hey,
just
look at
for
that.
fun. So I will reach out to him.
And will you tell him what he's won? Exactly.
No, not yet. It is a surprise.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go.
It's like a mystery bag.
Okay.
You don't know what you're going to get until it shows up.
Okay.
But
I'm
he
good
knows
with
that it's coffee from Expedition Roasters.
Yeah, but he doesn't know which
But
one.
he doesn't know which one.
And a sticker
All right.
from us. We'll give him a sticker.
You get another sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, he already has one?
Of
Yeah.
course, but he'll put it on.
Oh, that's right. He does have one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's all I had for this week. I just thought it would be kind of fun.
No,
just
that's
to
great.
Have some Disney jokes.
Good job.
Okay.
I was hoping for some like dirty ones, but I didn't get any.
Oh.
It's okay though.
None. I mean, other than the ones that you were thinking about, right?
I don't know any.
I don't know any either.
I don't know any.
'Cause
So
it feels dirty if you do that. I don't like that.
what?
It would feel dirty to me, like really dirty. A dirty joke is a dirty joke, but with dirty Disney joke,
No.
Hey, why not?
I don't know.
Okay, Jess. Well, thank you so much for that fascinating segment with the
You're
jokes. So
And congratulations, Jose.
congratulations,
Yes,
Jose.
yay.
Enjoy your coffee. All right, now let's go to our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, so we were talking about story versus theme, or theming versus story, however you want to say it. And I posted this question on Instagram, so some people did chime in on this. And the real genesis of this came about the other day when I was looking at some video and some pictures of the finishing touches and test running of the Emotional Whirlwind over at Pixar Pier. And to me, it kind of struck me like this particular attraction is 100% theming and zero story. And it just occurred to me that maybe we could have a discussion about what is more important to you, the listeners. Does the attraction have to be good if it has a healthy balance of both? Or is just a good theme good enough for you? Or is a good story just good enough for you? And that's kind of what I asked on Instagram, the importance of that. And I guess I can read it now.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I haven't looked because I was told to stay off of Instagram. So yeah, let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so First Prime Alpha said, what did he say? He said, back when you actually had to wait through a queue, it didn't get better than Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. It told a story as you slowly progressed, adding so much more to the ride and giving nods to the movie. Do you agree to that, Jess?
No.
You don't agree to that?
Repeat the question.
It was about theming and storytelling, and his thing was back when you actually had to wait through a
Yes,
queue.
that's different.
It didn't get better than Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. It told a story as you slowly progressed, adding so much more to the ride and giving nods to the movie.
Yes.
Okay.
I concur.
Okay. Joseph Gerardo said, Disney's magic is perfect. I recently visited Galaxy's Edge and got some photos with nobody in them. Come check them out. Have a magical day. Well, clearly he didn't answer the question, so we're not going to check him out. R. White, 1984, says, Indiana Jones Adventure is perfect. It still might be the best ride Imagineering has ever created. # Tony Baxter.
That's real.
That's yeah. Marcus, again, it doesn't get any better than Indiana Jones, especially at the exit where you come out to the jungle cruise. Yes. See, both people say it doesn't get any better, but
It's a great.
Yeah. Mommy Blue, the narration and the soundtrack on the train is done to perfection. It makes you forget that there is a berm surrounding this sweet theme park. You get the gist of the lands you are traveling through, but you never lose sight of the fact that you are on a train. That's a very good point. So for her, that's theming, I guess, more than...
Well, the train, yeah, I would lean towards theming on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in my opinion, you ride the train, you don't really get a coherent story.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, her next follow-up comment actually is interesting. I also do not need a story in every attraction. I am totally cool with just hauling butt through outer space and do not need to be on some sort of mission or something.
Okay.
So that's clearly in reference to Space Mountain. So let's start there real quick, because Space Mountain is interesting. There's zero story to that.
No, there's zero. You're right.
You're just blasting through space like a comet. But the theming around that is pretty nice. What do you guys think about that?
I don't really think there's much theme to it either.
You don't
I'm not the queue.
Well,
Spaceport.
Well, kind of. I mean, is it a deep, intricate, detailed theming? No. But I think it fits with what is going on. Because if you think about it, when it came in, very stark, very dry, like you're in space. In space, you're not going to have all this nice stuff around you. You're going to have a lot of metal. You're going to have a lot of, you're basically your metal cylinder to keep you alive in space. So, yeah. So, thematically, yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's perfect for what you're doing. I mean, it looks stark and drab and very sterile.
Yeah.
But that is kind of the point. So, yeah. All theme, no story, and if it's just fine, if it's perfectly for me, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, that is a good example of one that, because I was thinking, I think I like a mix of both, but But again, with Matterhorn, all theming and no story. You're just shooting down an icy bobsled. Yeah, an icy slope.
Yeah, a slope.
Okay. So what's a good example, Jess, you can think where there's a good mix? And how important is this moving forward for attractions for you?
It depends on the attraction.
Okay.
It really does. It's not a huge deal to me. I mean, it's nice, but it's something that's not noticeable when you're just booking it through a line trying to get onto an attraction. And it's
okay.
like, because I feel like that's part of it. The theming is more the queue, and the storytelling is more the attraction. Because your queue is your build-up, and you're learning, or you're like Roger Rabbit. Like, that's the perfect thing. It's like you're building a story before you even get onto the attraction, and then once you get there, like it's, I don't know. It's important, but it's not important. It wouldn't be.
But what's more important to you?
It depends on the ride.
Okay, so your beloved ride is what, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about that real quick. Where
I don't think there's a storyline to it.
There's none.
You're on a train
theming.
going through, but aren't you escaping some explosion?
At the end.
At the end.
Okay, so there's
But
not
I
a
mean,
journey
if
through.
you were to go to like, it's not Florida, Paris? Is it Paris? I think it's Paris. Mansion, which is not Mansion there. It's
the Phantom Manor?
yeah,
Or whatever.
Phantom Manor and their Thunder Mountain are connected. Their storyline is connected.
Right.
So you've got the theming of each individual attraction, but clear across the lake is themed, or there's a storyline to it with something else. But Thunder Mountain's one of my favorite rides, but I think it's more theming than anything. There's no story to it.
Okay.
I agree.
So, yeah. But then I love like Pirates, and that is theming, but it is also storytelling. But for a lot of people, they don't know that there's a story to it.
Yeah.
They're just going and thinking that it's themed.
Agreed.
Themed. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, and I'm right along with Jess in that every attraction should be taken on its own merit, whether it is a thing of like, do I want theming now? It's difficult for me because you're asking what is more important, and I don't have a what's more important. I don't when it comes to this topic. Because of the fact now, if you press me to it and you go, what attraction do I maybe like more and lean towards? It's going to be one with a story because it pulls you in deeper. But when an attraction is themed properly, you can have that same effect anyway.
Okay.
You can get pulled into the attraction because of what you're in, your surroundings. So I think the theming is going to be the foundation in my mind. Okay. You theme everything properly, and then the story can be like the icing on the cake of it.
Yeah.
So then you have all this cool stuff around it, but then you have like, and then there's actually a story that we're paying attention to. Again, whoever brought up Indy.
Yeah.
Perfect
Oh,
example.
yeah, it's great.
Perfect example. Then we go Mansion. Another great example of theming balance with story.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain is another great
Again, another great example of that. So, but then we go to Thunder. We love Thunder. We love space. No story.
No story.
Heavy theme, but just as enjoyable.
Yep.
So, I mean, if we're hard pressed, again, when you're really hard pressed, I think all of us are going to be, we lean a little bit more towards story driven because I think we're getting more out of that attraction.
Yeah.
So, like you, which is kind of odd though, but then for Mark, because Mark, his is Matterhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Thunder.
And then
There's no
story,
story.
but that's his favorite. See, and that's your favorite attraction, no story.
Yeah.
Jess's favorite attraction, no story. My favorite attraction, story.
Balance.
I'm
guessing it's Haunted Mansion, right? Yeah. I mean, that is themed, maybe one of the best in the park. I mean, yeah.
But carried with the story.
And carried with the story, yeah.
So then clearly then, to me then, just looking at it then for you, then story not so important for you then. Just by looking at what your favorite attraction
Yeah,
would be.
but I like a balance of something. Because I think, we got Mansion, and I want to go back to India in a moment, but like the Jungle Cruise, there is a story in there somewhere. it's you're going on a.
We're getting a movie out of it.
You will get a movie, but
Super pumped.
yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, I can't wait
Another
either.
D23.
Oh,
We'll get a trailer out of that.
Probably.
Yep.
Because they don't have it. They don't have anything really right now.
no.
No poster, no nothing.
But you're on sort of a mission on that. This is basically to survive this wacky cruise, and you know, shockingly, you survive every single time. But to me, that is a great example of that. And again, with Indiana Jones, as I think First Prime Alpha mentioned with Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin, the queue is really the story here. You get suckered into it, lured into it.
Yeah, you build up. Yep.
With every band. You know, you're going through the cave. Go, what's next? What's next? What's next? Oh, more and more people. No, it's you know, you just this build up, and I mentioned this before. I don't even know what the story is for the Indiana Jones adventure, because as soon as you get on the transporter, all hell breaks loose. So I don't know what I don't know what part of the mission you're on.
You're
What?
going in to the
Temple of Mara.
temple,
Temple
right.
of Mara, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
you
Is that what
can't
it
look,
is?
you can't look
Mara?
into the eye.
and you can't look into the eyes of the idol.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you do.
You're going for your traditional indie treasure tomb raid run thing, whatever, and then the tomb is cursed, and don't look into the eye, and then you do, and then all hell breaks loose. So then your thing is to escape out of the tomb.
That's your storyline.
Yeah.
So
out of the temple.
that's the story.
It's to
See,
escape.
I never caught that at all. I just how
Really?
How? Because as soon as you get on, the things go, and then you go, and then you go, and you used to be able to go through one of the three
I
doors.
know. I hate that.
You only go through the middle one now.
Now.
Do you remember that, Jess? No, you weren't even born.
No, oh yeah, I was.
Yeah, she was.
But
She was
they
like
still
3.
do that every now and
No,
then.
no, those tracks
I-
are gone.
No, they're not gone.
not
They're
gone.
there.
Last time I was there, that groove in the middle was filled in.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I wonder what they're using the other sides, I wonder what they're using the other sides for. I still don't know how that works.
It's Disney magic.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So when Indy first came out,
Oh, I thought he was going to explain how it worked. I was really excited.
What?
How the 3 tracks work and you end up on one thing.
I'm starting.
Because
okay.
Sorry.
those 3 doors, one promised like fame. No, yeah, fame. One
One
promised
was youth
and riches.
money.
Money and then fame.
and fame.
Yes.
Right. So the way that worked is that because of whatever one it threw you into, now the biggest thing when Indy came out, 20 years?
Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah. No, the ride, the attraction, 20 years.
24 years.
24, okay.
Oh my gosh.
And it's so well kept.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's one of the attractions that's the most well
Yep.
kept.
Yes. Okay.
When it first came out, one of the biggest things that they were talking about was the fact that how no ride was going to be identical.
Right.
And computer-driven, computer-monitored,
But
speed.
then that kind of failed out of that.
Well, because cost and blah, 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 and how to maintain that. But that's how that worked, because since you had every different track, it was all used to vary the ride.
But it's all one track.
Yeah, well, no, it would come out and then they join back in. I forgot where it joined back in because they actually went into pretty good detail of what I watched into one.
It's one.
Well, it goes into one, yeah.
Right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
And I don't know if it was a direct, like basically kind of what they do with a railroad, like direct the track over there, direct over there, and then off you go.
I'm confused. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay. Oh.
Moving
All
on.
right. Yeah. So, anyways.
Basically, a short story.
So yeah, I mean, thanks for clearing that up with
Yep.
me. I guess I'm slow on the uptake with that. It's only taken me 24 years to figure that out. But again, that, and we mentioned in the pre-show thing, we were talking about like Tower of Terror / Guardians of the Galaxy was just an incredible mix of both.
Yeah.
Because not only, I mean, was the attraction, like the grounds around it and the building were just spectacular, just inside was creepy, and the cast members really, along just like they do at Mansion, they just add to the mix. So I think they do a really good job with those particular ones. So it just kind of puzzles me though with Emotional Whirlwind, where I know there can be no story to it, but it looks to me like it's just designed for Instagram to me. You know, look at all these things that we're going to post by.
Could be.
Yeah, and it's like,
We okay. So
is that really what's important these days?
well, no, but here we are. Okay, we are, and the more as we move along, the more and more I feel, the more strongly I feel about this right now. The park is where we stand, and this is I think is a good conversation just in general. A long format conversation would be where we stand. We are in a state of flux, 100%. And I think where we are is we are now at a pivot point between people who are of our age and of Jess's ilk, that we revel in our childhood and then revel in the theming and the story. Now that understanding is we are shifting though, because there are people coming in behind us. It is life. And what are they into? So Disney having to have longevity. They have to look at that. They have to. They have no choice. If they want to be sustainable, they have to look at that. So we are at a point, really at a crux, where wherever we go, we're going to be, next 40 years is going to set direction of the park. And that is why we have such a huge up and down, give and take, back and forth between positive and negative in the park, because I think there's a big, heavy layer of them going, I think this is the right way to go.
Right.
We believe this is the right way to go, but there's, how can you tell for sure? The park is always going to be in flux, but I think it's more now coming out to us who go.
Right.
And we are feeling the heavy because we have, with our eyes, we can look back and see the past much more deeper, even more deeper than Jess can. And then we can see the change. And then we can kind of, and then we're smart enough, old enough, wise enough now to look forward and go, okay, what we've seen, and we've seen the movement come from here to there, and we can see which direction it's going to, and do we like that? So that's what I'm saying. So theme, story, all these things play into it, because that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
What is going to be more important? Is it going to be a themed, money-driven thing, maybe, more dollars, more thing? Or are they going to stick to the heart true, which made the park special, which would be the mix, I think. Again, the best classic, like Mansion, my favorite. Like we're talking about, Indy, another great attraction. All the perfect mix of story and theme. I think those are the jewels of Imagineering.
Right.
Now, time, effort, money, planning, all those things play into that. So that is why we're kind of in this weird spot now. Galaxy's Edge is going to be a very interesting thing when we want to go that. Again, another reason why I don't want to know anymore, because I want to be able to analyze in my mind as well as I can theming versus story and what we get.
Well, what is your hunch so far about
Theming.
You don't think that? Okay, so theming so far with Smuggler's Run. You don't think there's a story in there?
Not yet.
But isn't that the whole point of that? Is you're on a mission?
Yep. But I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if they can pull it off. Again, all these things like Rise, everything we're hearing about Rise. Heavy story.
Yeah.
Heavy story.
And heavy theming.
Right. So are they going to keep true? So that's why I think we have such a weird, we're in a very weird part of the park right now, in the history of the park, the history line of the park. Very odd.
Yes.
And I think that is causing a lot of angsty, emotional, kind of like unbalance in all of us because we don't know. So no story, but if we want to try to tear everything away, I mean, story and theme. I mean, I think that's kind of a core issue here.
Right.
Like, where are we at with story and theme? How much of it is going to be theme? Because when we go theme, the way I feel personally is when we go heavy in theme, it becomes more anesthetic and more sterile because we're looking at theming and things.
Yeah.
And then when we go in tangible things, but kind of artificial, plastic, superficial. We bring in story, we go deeper, and it pulls us in further. So that's why I'm thinking if Disney is smart and they continue to develop the park, which they're going to, they need to develop, in my opinion, they need to develop that mix. That is a key, number one important mixture.
Yes.
So going on to that, that's why I think Rise is incredibly important for the future of Galaxy's Edge. Because I think what we have now, and everything I'm hearing with Smuggler's Run, theme heavy, story light. Even though they're banking on people being, it's the Millennium Falcon, which I'm going to...
Yeah.
I will fall into that. Guilty. But Rise. So, again, I think everything's going to be... What we're going to be drawn to, what causes or what is longevity in it, is going to be that. The mix of theme, story. In my opinion. From here on out.
Okay.
Yep. Same thing, continue with Marvel Land, whatever we're going to have. They need to continue. They're trying to. I think they're going to try to develop a story now. What we heard about Galaxy's Edge, they were going to be doing that.
Yeah.
And I've yet nearly heard a word of any floating story through the park and through the land yet. I haven't heard one thing about a story between the Resistance and the First Order like they said they were going to have. Haven't heard a thing. Have you?
I know that cast members are in character. And I know...
Theme.
Theme.
Yeah.
And I know that I guess people have asked cast members what time the fireworks are, and they have no idea what fireworks are.
Theme. Again, theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, but of course someone pointed out that they should know because they had it in Jedi, didn't they? Have fireworks?
They did.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So yeah, they should.
And in Phantom.
And in Phantom. Yeah, yes, right. Okay, that's right. So, yeah, I mean that's all theming right now. Yeah.
So I think, going back to it, theming is important, super important. If not, it just becomes a carnival.
But again, that's what Emotional Whirlwind is to me. It's just a carnival attraction. And when you look at Inside Out, if this is its only representation in the park, they could have done so much more.
Mm-hmm. Well, in my opinion, Inside Out could very easily encompass a good attraction.
Yeah.
Not that.
This thing should have been if they needed to repurpose Flick's Flowers, shouldn't they use like the balloons from Up or something like that?
That would have been good.
And just because Up, that would have taken care of that. Mm-hmm. And then you could have done some different sequence with...
That would have been cute.
Yeah, right?
And would have fit the theme, right, of Pixar. So that's Pixar, right? Or is it Disney?
No, Pixar.
No, it's Pixar.
Okay. But
that would have been good.
What, were you going to say something?
No, that would have been really good.
Oh, okay. I just came up with that. But I don't know. It just seemed like for Inside Out, it could have been a lot more of a omni-mover type of thing, or I don't know. It's just something.
Yeah, that would have been good too.
But again,
again, we're talking about that in Cars Land. We haven't talked about that. That I think hits everything, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll go to. the e-ticket out of there is Radiator Springs, right?
Yes,
of course.
That thing still has. Jess, do you want to pull up the wait for it right now?
Cars?
Yeah, real quick.
I'll say 90 minutes.
I'm gonna go in there. 90 minutes, 2 hours.
Okay.
You tell me. Well, 90 minutes to 120. You tell me when you can think of a time when it's been less than an hour.
No. But that again, would you say is a good example of a good, healthy balance, right? Yes.
50 minutes.
50?
50.
Okay, look at that. Holy crap. Galaxy's Edge effect. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Guardians is only 30.
Oh!
Wow.
Do me a favor. Hop on over to your favorite land real quick.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to know?
What?
It's closed.
Is it taking boarding passes?
60 minutes for
boarding pass?
For Smuggler's Run.
I don't know what boarding pass. I don't understand.
So what they've been doing, what they introduced was the boarding pass. So basically,
right, but that
virtual,
doesn't show me on a
queue.
wait time.
No, it won't. But is it saying it requires it or not?
I don't know because I'm not. Does it tell you when you're not in the park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just says the Galaxy's Edge is now open. Find out more. My status. Yeah, you have to get a boarding pass.
Okay, so that means the land is full of people.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, because
current land open.
Oh no, it's not.
Now boarding. Nothing.
Yeah. So if it says it's now boarding,
that means that is completely open.
Yeah.
Now boarding is completely open.
Yep.
This says current land status open. Now boarding. It has a dash. It doesn't have anything. Oh, it went away.
Yeah, boarding groups are not currently required.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
So that is it's very interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting. This next year and a half. You know what, Jess? I'm going to tell you this right now. We're gonna put it down on the good old digital. If that doesn't change, as far as what I mean, like that needing to get a boarding pass doesn't increase, I fear for the future of that park, of that land. I do. Because then that means here we are a week. What are we? A week and a half? 2 weeks?
The hype's already over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that is it.
So where's the rest of this going? Like behind?
Let's see here. It's down in here.
The unopened area?
You can still. Oh shoot! You can still walk through there.
Oh, you can walk through all the space.
Yeah. So you can walk. See, here's Hungry.
Right. Okay. So I was
Hungry Bear's there.
confused.
You can walk through all here. In fact, if this was jammed and you got a boarding pass, it would tell you, oh, when you come back, you need to go through this entrance. Yeah. So when you do that, this right here is Rise of the Resistance, and this is all like a wooded, forested
okay, so
area.
now I'm back to being angry.
Why?
Why?
Because the whole thing is, it is open. I was thinking when you guys are saying that, ooh, yeah.
See what he's touching.
That's what she said.
I didn't finish that sentence.
I was thinking like there's gonna be more that's going to be, I don't know, around, like that there's gonna be more here or
No.
this area. Okay, then I'm back to being angry because
No. We don't know though. I mean, phase 2 could go out in that direction. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think so.
phase 2 is going to encompass.
just this.
Yeah,
area.
see, but the infrastructure is already there. You just can't get to that little squiggly part right there.
Right.
So you can go through this main path.
So you don't know what's back here.
No, we don't. But that is where Rise of the Resistance is, and this is all like there's trees and there's a waterfall back there.
I see the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a picture of it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So.
Cool. But you can walk through everything else. You just can't get back there yet, and we don't know if something maybe like what Udi said.
Is that the ride?
Yeah, but maybe something in here, there's going to be like a restaurant or something that they're going to open up that they probably already have the infrastructure for, but we're waiting for. And there's probably some buildings in here they haven't even opened up yet. So just give us some time. And
no, but I'm gonna go back to my statement though. If we are 2 weeks out and then that is going on, that is not a good sign.
what does that tell you?
That tells me that the initial thrust is over and people are.
Thrust, pun intended.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
And people are like, and then that's
because
it.
there's not enough to do yet.
Exactly.
Unless you want to shell out for you personally, you are going to be spending about four bills because you've got
there. No, 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're not going to get a
3?
drink at Olga's Cantina?
No.
Okay,
Really?
I thought you were.
No, I won't.
You're not. Why?
I'll go in.
Are you-
Because
are
it's
you-
overpriced.
are you-
I'm not a moron. I'm not going to go like,
You're not gonna get drink blue milk.
Oh, frack.
They have a souvenir shipper for $24 now for that.
There you go.
They
No.
do. I just saw that.
No, I believe you.
Okay, so
but I don't think
you're
I'm
not
gonna
going to spend $37 on a tiki drink?
No, that I leave that stuff for Mark.
Thank you, sir. Preach. But I'm guessing 3 bills because I bet you there's some shirts or something you're going to want to get. No, sorry, 4 bills. Close to 4.
We're going to be in there.
Because that lightsaber, for one thing, is $215.
Right. And then I'm going to buy my nephew his
Droid.
His
How much are those?
100.
So 100.
But I will have an AP by then, so it'll be discounted. Woohoo.
The droid will. The lightsaber won't.
I know.
Okay, so whatever. So you're looking at $300 right there, $315-ish. You're gonna buy a shirt or something. I bet you just under 400.
Yeah. Well, we already have the over under.
$650.
No.
The over under. Are we gonna do that? No. We're gonna do. Okay. Episode before we go, we're
Yeah.
gonna do the over under on that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But the point is with this, if you aren't, if you don't have some disposable income, what do you really have to do there?
Well, no, and that's
Wait
the
in
point.
line for 45 minutes to run a Smuggler's
Right.
Run?
And that is the point. Theming, and right now we're running across what our topic is right now. Theme driven versus story driven. Again, right now we're way too theme heavy, and then you feel
We're very theme heavy.
Yeah, and then you feel the imbalance. There's an imbalance. That's why I'm
What's
looking
the
at
story?
But there's an imbalance in the
Thank you.
Force.
Exactly. So you're looking at it going,
A disturbance in the Force. you
Right.
mean.
There is. So when that right now, we're looking at it in live time, the fact that they're not having to push people away from that park, that section of the park now, brand freaking new, 2 weeks old, that is pretty, it's a pretty glaring thing. And if I'm Disney execs, I'm looking at it going, oh, okay.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know what I say about that, and again, I'm going back to the grumpy old man, is the social media influencers who got there early and spilled the beans on every possible thing. Oh, to me, it bothered me.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what did it.
No.
You don't think that had anything to do with it?
No.
They influenced no one to go? Oh, well, these guys...
No. I don't know if they influence... Their job is to influence people to go.
Yeah.
Not to dissuade you from going.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right. Shoot, I want you to join my hate party.
No, I won't do it.
Won't do it.
Won't do it because I recognize... Again, like I was saying, back to my point, we're at a point where we're starting to shift the consciousness of who's going to be going to the park more often. But anyway.
Okay.
But no, I think right here we're getting a pretty good representation right now about theme heavy, and people aren't maybe getting attracted to it.
Okay.
We need, my opinion is, do I need a story-driven thing? No. But does it freaking make it that much more special and much more interesting? Heck yeah.
Yes.
And that's why I think Rise now, in my opinion now, if they're seeing this right now, this kind of... This kind of kickback, and they're like probably going, holy crap! And I said it when we talked about with Disney Universe. I said the weight of 7 planets is on these people. Now I'm going to add about 7 more planets on the people working on the issues, and the entire galaxy far away is now on the way to their shoulders. Because if I fully think the execs were expecting that land to be overrun. Now, I don't know if we're talking because people are afraid of it, because it literally opened up, what, today?
Yes, Monday.
Yesterday, as of recording. And there we are. In theory, they were probably expecting, okay, we're going to start pushing people away and do the boarding pass thing, but they're not.
They don't have to.
Exactly. So that is very telling.
But I think they're going to find a healthy mix in there somewhere.
Well, again, that's what I'm thinking. Rise, from what we're hearing about Rise, that is going to be the mix.
Yeah.
We have to wait and see.
We shall. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, it's good. Theming and story, I think I'd be interested in if you guys, after you listen to this, what you guys think more about it. What's more important to you? Maybe you don't care about either one. Maybe you just want to have a good time, and that's perfectly fine. But maybe the story is really what captures you, or the theming is really what gets you going.
Well, I wonder how many people actually realize when they have that mix of story and theme and how it affects them.
When it's done right, I don't think they notice.
No, they don't.
No,
because I mean, you didn't even know about Indy. For goodness sakes, we're sitting here telling you, and you're like, I love that ride. I love that ride.
You just didn't know what the story was.
Yeah, I didn't say, I have a good time on it. I'll go on it again.
Mark's an Indy hater.
I'm an Indy hater. Yes,
I know, totally. Like Indiana who?
Yeah, right.
More like Indiana Boo.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hashtag Indiana
We named
Boo.
the dog Indiana anyway.
Anyway, well, I don't know. I think that was our topic, I guess. So, yeah. So chime in, listeners, what you guys think, and we'll read it on episode 88.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that might wrap up 80.
Yeah, I mean, as you listen to that, do me a favor, do us a favor. Think about that for a second. Like, you give yourself a good, a little bit to actually think about, okay, what is my favorite attraction and why? Mm-hmm. And then maybe recognize that the story theme mix might be more crucial than you think.
Yes.
And I think, again, it's one of those wonderful things that Walt Disney thought of that made the park special, because that is one of the many reasons why the park is more special than any other theme park out there.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have that perfect blending of story and theming. So think about it for a second. Really kind of dig into your head, like, again, mine being a mansion. Look at it. Perfect mix.
Yes.
One of my next favorite ones, it will be Pirates or Indy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Again, perfect mix. Then you go to DCA, you got Guardians and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Go on and on. But anyway, yeah. Think about it.
Think about it.
All good things.
Oh, good things. All right. So episode 88 will be in a couple weeks. Hoping to have a guest on again.
Can I say it?
You can go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should you? Just in case it doesn't happen?
Oh, I'm going to make it happen.
If it doesn't happen, then we won't. Okay, we're going to have what we're hoping for is we're going to have a guest on that we've had in the past. His name is Shane Grammer, a great artist. Mm-hmm. He's local, or he was local. He's moved, but he did a lot of things after the fires. And if you follow him on Instagram, he did wonderful paintings on the burned out remains of all the houses and things like that. He like brought beauty into such a desolate wasteland that was left there. And he was recently had something to do with Disney. I can't think of it all of a sudden.
He's a Disney artist. He's going to be showcased on Friday.
Mm-hmm. So we're hoping
on Main Street.
Yeah. So we're hoping to have him back. I met him back during the premiere of Force Awakens. When he was doing a live painting of Rey and BB-8, and I have a few pictures of us together. So great guy, and we're hoping to have him back on. Should be pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yes, episode, and we'll ask him about theming.
Yeah, we should ask him about theming. I think it's a good guy to ask for that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll add that to our Disneyland list of questions for guests.
Not a bad one. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, let's see. You can find me at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com or on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. Jess, where can people find you?
Let's see. Facebook is Jessica Farfan. Our Leaving Today podcast is Leaving Today podcast for our Facebook. And then let's see. My Instagram is Storybook Jess. That's all I got for you.
Okay, but what if people just want to add you? Did they need to say anything?
No, I gave up on that. I just add them.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
People just stopped. No one ever told me anything.
Okay.
And I felt bad because I thought I was like getting rid of people or ignoring them. But it's like, well, okay, I guess I'll just accept you. So I do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
They broke me.
You've had no creepers, right?
I don't really get on Facebook, so no.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So for more witty banter, Woody, where can people find you?
You can find me on all of my socials, which are Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. Really, if you really want to find me, Instagram is going to be the key one because that's the one I'm on the most. And that is all the same, HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for listening, folks. Now go check out expeditionroasters.com and pick out some coffee and use LTP 20 for 20% off your very first order. Also, until July 4th, go check out vinylsmack.com and enter Multiplanes 15 for 15% off your order of art.
Thank you again for everyone's jokes.
Yes, thank you so much for all the jokes.
And congratulations to Jose.
Yeah. All right. Until then, stay rad. Stay cool. Have a cool summer.
Is he out of the 80s now, right?
I just said that.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right.
Wearing pink right now? Okay.
No. I'm actually wearing a Pirates of the Caribbean shirt.
I see that.
Then
what am I wearing? Our swag. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Jess is not wearing any.
Nope.
No, but she's a lady. She's going to be doing her own thing.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's real. All right. Until then, we'll see you in the parks.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now ended its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
Today's bloopers are brought to you by 13 Ears. Custom, creative, collectible. Check her out on Instagram, 13 Ears.
Figure.
Oh, please do not do that.
Why not?
Okay.
I will freaking take you outside and flog you.
So I look at it, and it's a decent-sized steak. 16 cents. Nope.
Let me see it.
Nope.
Let me see it.
You know, if I take it off, it locks and no one can touch it.
That's fine. I'm not gonna. You don't have to take it off.
Oh, my God. But you
Yeah.
make me hot.
And I don't know why. Why do you? Okay.
Because you are a sarcastic... yeah, it's too short, Rudy. It's too short.
Short.
It's too short.
Okay, we're back to the news.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. I gotta drink more.
Okay.
Drink your... What are you looking at? You are out of control. Out of control.
Do you need to get that?
Nothing is very few things are better than a cold beer on a hot day. Pee now. Always pee now. Bam! And that is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. One take, one done, and we're out.
said.
The timing couldn't be any more worse than it is right now.
Jessica Aurora Farfan.
No.
What are you doing?
Definitely not.
While they work on technical issues, I'm going to sit here and drink.
I've got tacos waiting for me.
Oh, man. Where's my invite?
Hit it and quit it.
Bam! Oh, what?
My mouth hurts.
And every time I look at it, it makes me cry a little bit on the inside. It really does. No, I will give you one.
You have to give me 2.
Nope.
One from the back. Somebody take these. How many of these?
Mark.
No.
They're going in the trash.
Mark.
Your daddy hates me. Too bad you guys aren't sticking around for tacos after this. I'm so freaking ready.
Temptation is great, though. Temptation is great.
I'm still hungry. I have a full rack of ribs in the fridge. I'm ready. I got lasagna in the fridge.
In the fridge.
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't made it yet. It's.
Oh, you have to cook it?
I have to cook it.
That takes like 4 hours.
Let's get going because I got
Okay.
tacos waiting for me.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going. Am I coming over or no?
No,
All right.
put your phone away from your stuff. I like cake for the 3 of us.
I know. Drink your alcohol that's way too strong.
Way too strong.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.